There's a great little store near where I live that I like to frequent. It's got all sorts of cool vintage stuff, uh, and I go in there frequently. The guy that owns it's really nice. We get to talking sometimes, and I always make sure that when I go in this store, I buy something because the guy is nice. I want, and it's he got cool stuff. It's not like I'm just going. Ugh, I guess I'll buy this. Um, But I always make sure that I buy at least one thing when I'm in that store. And I was in it recently, and I said to myself, okay, there's a movie sitting on this shelf, because he's got shelves of like used DVDs. There's a movie sitting on this shelf that I so wanted to love when it came out. It was when it came out in the theaters was one of my most anticipated movies that year. And boy, did I feel let down by it. But I so wanted to love it. So I saw it there, super cheap, and decided to buy it. Righteous Kill, starring Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, two of my favorite actors. I am desperate to see The Irishman, the uh, the upcoming Netflix movie with them. uh, Directed by Martin Scorsese, also starring Joe Pesci and Harvey Keitel. All these great actors from like some of my favorite movies. Uh, I grew up in the L.A. area, and so I knew so many actors. And Pacino and De Niro are up there like at the top of who people want to be. You know, guys who male actors want to be. And you know, when you look at something like Heat that they did together previously, that movie's great. That movie's a masterpiece. But they're in it together really for only two scenes. One scene of which never shows them really together. It's like the back of De Niro's head is Pacino's talking. The back of Pacino's head is De Niro's talking. I think there's one shot at the end where you see them together. And then, you know, they had also done The Godfather Part 2, but they were not in that together at all. So this was the first time they were going to be in a movie really together. Like really sharing the screen. I think the movie was maybe 20 years too late. They star as police detectives on the trail of a serial killer who, frankly, I figured out that mystery 10 seconds into the movie. The movie opens with Robert De Niro confessing that he is, in fact, the serial killer. So automatically, you know Robert De Niro's not the serial killer, because they're not going to tell you that up front at the very beginning of the movie. They're trying to trick you. And so you're looking at it and you're going, okay, Robert De Niro's not the serial killer. They're not really showing me anything as far as who the killer is. So you quickly, within like 10 minutes, spoiler alert, I'm just going to spoil it. Pacino's the killer. because, you know, in Heat, Pacino was the cop and De Niro was the crook. So they had to flip it this time. And they so want that to be a shocking reveal at the end, and it so isn't. The movie, I mean, Pacino and De Niro are good enough. They are, De Niro, I think, especially sort of, this is him collecting an easy paycheck. This really is from the sort of Meet the Parents kind of, not even Meet the Parents, the Little Fockers period of his career, where he's trying to take it a little bit easier. He doesn't really. He's like showing up. He's like, yeah, I'm Robert De Niro. You know, I mean, even sleepwalking, I'm pretty good. So I'm just gonna do that. they're good in the movie, but not great. And that's what you really expect from Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. They can't just be good. If this was, if they weren't in it, this would be a Redbox exclusive cop movie. This would be something that nobody, you were like, hey, you ever see Righteous Kill? No. What the hell is that? You know, and that would be what it would be. It's at its best an excuse to see De Niro and Pacino on screen together. Past their prime. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to The Irishman. Is there's the big hook in this movie is that it's supposed to take place over like 40 years, I think. So they're going to digitally de-age Pacino and De Niro and make them look like what they did when they were younger. And my hope is that they're really bringing it. I mean, they've got Scorsese directing. Scorsese's not going to let either one of them get away with just sleepwalking through the movie. So the chance to sort of see a younger De Niro and Pacino together is what really has me excited, even though it's artifice, it's not real. It's as close as we're ever going to get. And up to now, Righteous Kill was as close as we were ever going to get to a De Niro Pacino team-up movie. Where they were actually sharing the screen. It is a letdown, though. It's not a great movie. If you love these two performers, it's worth checking out. If you don't care, it's one of those movies that, again, it without the two of them, it would have just gone straight to Redbox. I'm going to go 2 stars. Only for De Niro and Pacino. If not for them, this would probably be a 1-star movie. It's the mystery is not a mystery. The characters are not compelling. It's just the two of them doing what they do. And it's for that alone, I'll give it that extra star. But 2 stars, very disappointing.